Okay, hello and welcome back to Dark Omen. So this is the second part of the campaign, Chapter 2. We just had a fantastic battle, at least in my mind, against some wights. And we managed to get ourselves some great swords, which we're going to go in a little bit, but we'll continue the campaign so we can hear a little bit more people chatting.
Who the hell are these maniacs? Oh no. They're flagellants about to whip themselves up into a frenzy as usual.
They don't seem too keen on flogging their own backs at the moment.
That's true. It's not often flagellants leave off from self-punishment unless they've got an enemy to lash out at. I wonder what made them stop. Hey, you! Are you the leader of this regiment?
Yes, I'm the leader. Eusebio by name. Can't you sense an evil presence there in the forest? We can. We were marching to Wurtbad, but we had to stop. They're watching us from behind the trees. Evil eyes! Evil eyes!
There's nothing in the forest. You men are frightened by your own shadows.
Listen to the silence.
He's right, Morgan. Listen to the silence of the forest. Something frightens the night animals speechless.
I take your point. Eusebio, why don't you and your men join up with us?
Gladly, Commander. Safety in numbers.
Morgan! Greenskins! Greenskins coming from the trees!
Greenskins? That makes a change. Attack!
Attack! Excellently put, Morgan. Right, let's have a little look at our other new regiment. So we currently have a regiment of Imperial Greatswords that have joined us in the last episode, and now we also have some additional flagellants. Now the flagellants only have 9 men in them, and I never really remember them being that great, but I think they are supposed to be pretty good. And we'll go into the Banner of Defiance as well after we've had a little look through here. So going through, we can see that we have the Imperial Greatswords with Dieter Schnefer. They don't have the most armor, which is a little bit unfortunate, but they can do a lot of damage with their greatswords, which is fantastic. But yeah, definitely not somebody we want to use as like our frontline take a bunch of damage guys. We'll use our infantry for that, while our Imperial Greatswords will hopefully do the damage. And then we have our flagellants here, who we can see was led by Eusebio the Bleak. These guys are, and look at that fantastic artwork, doesn't it take you back? These guys obviously have their flails and such, and they shouldn't really flee, but they don't have any armor, which is a little bit annoying, and there is also only 9 of them. So here we can also see that we've got the Grudgebringer sword, which can cast fireballs, as we know. And here we are, the Banner of Defiance. So this powerful banner fuses the bearer's regiment with extra courage, making them braver and more determined. A regiment bearing this banner will never break from hand-to-hand combat, as immune for fear. Which I think is very good to put on to our Grudgebringer. Now, if we have another little look here, we don't have any more money, so unfortunately we can't bring our Grudgebringers up, so this is what we're going to have to be bringing to the field. Potentially we'll maybe do this in the future as well before combat, so people can kind of see what we're coming into it with and what we can deal with, but fingers crossed we can defeat the Greenskins scum. I'm just going to save it here quickly, I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back, so let's get to it. Preparing for battle, there we are. Okay, so looks like we're getting ambushed by Greenskin. They're coming in from the trees. Not great. So I don't particularly remember this battle, it must be said. Seems we can't zoom out too far, otherwise the map gets occluded, which is a bit annoying as well, but never mind. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Seems like we're almost in like a Total War style ambush at this point now. Let's have a little look at the terrain and see if we can notice anything of the hills. It looks fairly flat, maybe a little bit more of a hill kind of behind us. Because we've got to really think about where we're going to put our cannon, because our cannon's line of fire is going to be very important. I kind of think we maybe put it here. It's obviously blocked by these trees in several areas, so maybe we even put it up where the Grudgebringers are. And that might be a little bit better. We don't currently see any enemies, so we're just going to spread out our forces to try and see if we can see them. But it doesn't look like there's anybody obvious about, which is a little bit concerning. Let's have a look at our wizard, see what spells we have. So we've got, once again, Flame Storm, we've got Fireball, and we've got Spell Magic. Okay. You know what? I think we're going to try and see how we do with this battle and see what happens. Let's go.
They're to the north!
They're to the north, are they?
No, to the east.
North and east, apparently. Okay, something to keep in mind.
Aye, sir.
Let's move up these infantry over here so they can defend.
Enemy sighted.
Enemy sighted, there they are.
They're all around us.
Yeah, they're all around us. Looks like it's just a bunch of greenskin archers, but what we'll do is we'll have to get a flame storm on the go.
Forward.
And that should hopefully deal some damage. Yeah, you can see they did not like that.
Go get 'em, boys. Smash 'em and spot 'em and take their gold.
Enemy sighted.
Okay, let's see what we can do about that. So we managed to get those archers there.
Enemy sighted.
Let's move our greatswords up. We'll try and get
Enemy
them.
sighted.
Oh, there's a some kind of wizard there, which I'm not
Target
too
received.
happy with. So
Target received.
let's see if we can get a dispel magic on this.
Help us.
Our flagellants are apparently not doing great against
Enemy sighted.
the boys. Looks like there's a fanatic flying through, so we'll have to keep him
To the death.
yeah, to the death. Keep going.
Enemy sighted.
So we managed to get rid of that
Yes,
massive scorpion, thank God. Alright, our flagellants have taken quite a bit of damage, but the infantry have done pretty well.
Charge.
The great swords are coming
Yes,
in.
Miller.
Let's see if we can get another dispel magic on, or potentially even using dispel magic on our Grudgebringer. Grudgebringers have been absolutely destroyed by these goblins. What's going on here? They must have some magic that's helping them.
Enemy sighted.
Not ideal, not ideal. We have managed to take
Forward.
out the wizard, which is great. Let's move our wizard around. I was a little bit worried about
Target
that.
received.
Oh, don't hit our boy. Nope, we're okay.
I have it.
I have it,
Forward.
that's good.
Forward.
Let's get our
Aye,
infantry
sir.
back around. Yeah, so we've taken a whole bunch of
Enemy
Grudgebringer
sighted. Aye, sir. To arms. Engage.
damage off of that horrible engagement
Target
with those
received. Enemy
with
sighted. Yes, Miller.
the archers, which did a lot
Forward.
more damage than we thought. What's up over here looks like it's a giant spider, so hopefully our infantry can deal with that.
To arms. Yes,
Let's watch your fire.
Watch your fire. Aye,
Okay,
sir.
we'll get the
Yes, Miller.
Grudgebringers round. There was some more, there's another bit of gold that we got there, so hopefully we're doing okay for gold.
Charge.
We'll have to
Forward.
try and charge out over to these guys here. We're going to try and get fire on. Yeah, we managed to deal with that.
Enemy
Good stuff.
destroyed. Enemy sighted.
Enemy sighted. We can see some more
Charge.
boys.
Yes, Miller.
There we go.
We fear the
Yeah,
enemy.
no wonder you fear the enemy, because that is a great
Miller.
honking big scorpion, but I think we'll do okay. We'll get the great sword in. Yeah, we managed to deal with him pretty well. Let's get the flagellants back, and we'll get
Enemy
our
sighted.
boys over here. More
Forward.
guys over here as well.
I have it.
Let's try and keep this going up, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on all at
Open
once.
fire.
Open fire, good stuff. Let's get our boys over here. The Imperial Swordsmen, even though I said that we're not going to leave them to can do things by themselves.
Charge.
We have. Ooh, that's a nasty sound.
Open
Apologies if
fire.
you heard that. Hopefully you didn't.
Retreat.
Okay, that's not great. Our Imperial Greatswords have lost to the goblins
Forward.
in one-on-one combat. That's not ideal. Let's see if we can't flame storm these goblins as they're chasing after us. Yeah, okay, the Greatswords have retreated. And are, unfortunately, it looks like we have been charged on both sides by our
Retreat.
on our crossbow, so we're going to have to retreat there. Trying to, yeah, we managed to crush these guys here. Let's try and grab our infantry where we can. Oh, massive shot! Watch your fire. Took out. Oh, that was a pretty nasty shot, though. That took out a lot of guys. It did take out the big boy, but was it worth it? Our flagellants have managed to crush them. Good stuff. We have taken an awful lot of losses here, which is not great.
Forward.
It must be said, especially with our poor crossbows there, which got absolutely mulched by that last cannon shot.
Flee the battle.
Yeah, I'm not surprised they're fleeing the battle. Yeah, let's.
We are victorious.
We are victorious.
Yes, Miller.
Let's see if we can just kill these guys here. Yep, good stuff. So we got even more gold. A costly battle, it must be said, a very costly battle. We lost
Aye,
quite a
sir.
lot of our great swords. We lost a few
Aye,
of our
sir.
flagellants as well.
Forward.
I'm more surprised by just how many Grudgebringers we lost. We seem to lose an awful lot of them. Our infantry actually managing to hold on the field pretty well, but we did all right for being quite as overwhelmed as we were.
I have it.
I have it. Good stuff. We didn't lose a unit, which is great. Yeah, our Euro regiments will stay with us throughout the campaign. Don't let them become decimated. Well, fingers crossed we didn't. We got an awful lot of money, though. Fantastic. Let's have a little look at the roster. Most of that's going to have to go to Grudgebringer, bringing them back. You know what? We didn't lose a couple of flagellants, but they're actually very cheap to bring back, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Great swords, a little bit more expensive. I think of all the ones that I'm most annoyed that we lost, I think it's actually the crossbowmen. The fact that we lost so many of them, that could have been a fantastic battle if we didn't lose so many. But we can bring back a lot of the cavalry, only up to 12, so we would be up on most of our units, but we're down on the Grudgebringer, and that's just gone through the entirety of our money as well. Not ideal, not ideal. I wonder if potentially we give the Banner of Defiance over to somebody else, but then again, I quite like it on our cavalry, make sure that they don't run. I'm just surprised they took as much damage as they did from those Greenskin archers, but they must have had some spells on them from the wizard or the shaman that was there. So overall, not too bad, it must be said. Let's so we don't want to continue the campaign. Let's quickly have a double check. Okay, I'm gonna have to double check that and see why that keeps happening. Apologies if you've heard that. But having a little look, we managed to get 39 kills in the Grudgebringer cavalry. Very, very nice. Did obviously lose 9 of them, which isn't ideal, but we've managed to get our losses back kind of mostly to where they were. The Grudgebringer infantry killed 9, lost 2. The crossbows unfortunately lost 13. We nearly lost the whole unit, but that cannon did kill that very large scorpion, so, you know, we can't be too unhappy about that. I mean, we can be because we lost like 13 guys to friendly fire, but, you know, them's the breaks. The Bright Wizard didn't do too much there, but that's because we were mostly getting attacked from all sides. The Greatswords, they did okay, at least they're getting some experience. The flagellants did really well, actually. They killed 20, only lost 4. Very, very useful for them to do so. And as we said, we've spent all our money, but most of our forces, bar our Grudgebringer cavalry, are back to where they were. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this a quick save, and then continue the campaign from there. Alright, okay, let's continue the campaign.
Ah, Commander Bernhard. I'm Ludvik von Oberdorf of the Imperial Army. Our steam tank's been damaged. Can you help us?
I'm not a mechanic.
I meant, can you help protect us while we're repairing the tank?
He knew what you meant. Don't take that straight face of the commanders too seriously. Anyway, what's happened here?
My crew were driving the steam tank to Blighted Towers. We were part of a force assigned to exterminate a rabble of Greenskins who have taken over the towers. But,
Your tank broke down.
yeah. And now we're isolated. Our escort halberdiers have been killed by orc patrols. We're alone.
How did you survive the attack that wiped out the halberdiers?
We hid inside the steam tank until the orcs left. But they could return at any moment. Will you aid us?
Tell me more about Blighted Towers.
Well, they're on the way to Sylvania, and they rise high into the clouds. But they can be taken, my lord. With courage and resolve.
Watch out! Orc ambush!
Prepare to defend.
Ah, another orc ambush. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to call this episode here because of that strange audio issue. I don't want that to keep happening if possible. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one so far. We'll have another little check of the army before we go on further, and yeah. A little bit better in terms of the battles, except for that last cannon shot. Oh, probably should have stopped firing, but it did at least kill that big beastie. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this so far. If you like what we do here on the channel, consider becoming a member of the Burger Band for early access videos as soon as they're uploaded, rather than when they're scheduled to come out, as well as some additional benefits. But most importantly, hope you've enjoyed this, hope you've enjoyed the other videos as well. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Okay, hello, and welcome back to Dark Omen. Let's try that again. If I leave this in, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?